Hi, I'm Ed,
I'm Barb.
and this is Carp Family Adventures.
Woohoo!
And now we have 2 sea days to talk about. So the first one was Friday, February 14th, which was Valentine's Day. So like most days, Valentine's Day started with us going to the breakfast buffet, of course. And we saw that they had Valentine's decorations out.
They had heart-shaped donuts and all sorts of things.
Yeah, and little, all the desserts were like red and Valentine's
Pink,
themed.
yeah.
It was really nice.
And we got a picture taken in front of it.
Yeah. And then after that, we went down to the Princess Theater for their behind the seas presentation on navigation.
Oh, that's right.
So they had one of the bridge officers talk about how the ship is navigated, and really most of it was like how the bridge operates. And he had lots of pictures of the bridge from like at nighttime when
it's pitch dark
it's
in there.
Dark, and from the daytime, and lots of details about the ship. So, one of the interesting things that he said was that most of the Princess ships, and I looked it up, it was all but 3 of them are registered in Bermuda, and the only reason he said that they're registered in Bermuda instead of UK, like 3 of the ships are in the UK, but they're registered in Bermuda so the captain can perform wedding ceremonies.
Oh, that's right.
After he was done, the port expert came on and talked about Sydney.
Oh, that's
so
right.
She told us what to expect in Sydney and pointed out some of the different areas we should go to. And after that, we actually thought we had to go to this presentation for all transit passengers who weren't getting off in Sydney.
I left.
Yeah.
Ed was going to stick around because I said, I need to find somewhere to sit. So you stayed, and the casino was just happened to be right next door. So I was like, why not? So I found a fun slot machine. I ended up, I cashed out at $109. So that was pretty good. Yeah. Anyways.
So after that, we went to the lunch buffet, and they had sushi for the second time on this cruise, which was good because they had a sushi making demonstration before that, but we missed that for the other things we went to. So the sushi was pretty good. Then we relaxed in our room, but that was the day, because it was Valentine's Day, that the captain did the renewal of vows ceremony.
Oh,
so
right.
they got all the mostly married couples come to the plaza in the middle of the ship, and they did a renewal of vows. One funny thing is that when they asked you to sign up, they said that Jill Whelan from the Love Boat was going to perform the ceremony, but even on video, she wasn't there. It was just the cruise director and the captain doing it.
Because, I mean, if she was there, it might have been kind of fun to have done it, but even on video. But no, maybe next year when we have our 25th anniversary.
There were a lot of people who did it, and it was very nice. They asked, they tried to get who was married the longest, and there was at least one couple that had been married for 65 years, so that's that's a long time.
That is a long time.
So that was nice in the plaza. It only took 10 minutes, and then they just did photographs under the arch that they set up.
Well, and I also didn't want to dress up. That was the thing,
we didn't. Most of them were dressed up. And then after that, we went to the dinner buffet. And actually, on Valentine's Day, the dinner buffet was almost completely empty, even when we went, which was like probably 6 or 6:30, which is normally like peak time. But it was totally empty, so everybody must have gone to the dining room.
Well, because they had
like a surf and turf, like a steak and lobster tail.
But again, I didn't want to dress up.
After the buffet, we did go back to Explorer's Lounge to do the trivia, which was romantic comedy trivia.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we did okay on that. I don't think we won or anything.
No, we did pretty well, though.
We knew most of them. There was at least one romantic comedy movie that nobody had ever heard of.
And I don't even remember what it was.
No. But it was, they had a
fun.
Fair variety. Yeah. And then after that was the marriage match game show. So they saved that for Valentine's Day too.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you've done a Princess Cruise, it's really the Newlywed Game, where they ask the husbands questions, and then the wives have to guess what the husband said, and then vice versa.
But it was pretty clean compared to other times we've seen it.
Yeah, it wasn't risque really at all.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It seems like they're more PG-13 than or G,
even PG. Yeah.
G. No, just kidding.
Yeah. But one of the funniest things about that, but on this one, the youngest group that signed up had been married for 19 years. So their newlyweds were married for 19 years, and the middle ones were like 30.
Yeah, and then The other
the
one was
older
like
ones
50
were
or
50.
60?
Yeah. The last thing after that, I think we went back to the cabin, and it was Valentine's Day night, where we're sailing in the Tasman Sea. That was the worst seas that we've had so far. It was some of the worst seas we've ever had. I think.
Oh my gosh! I don't know if it's also because we're in the front of the ship.
Yeah.
I don't. It almost like a roller coaster or something. And some of the sounds, I'm like, oh my gosh, is the ship gonna break? Because it was crashing hard.
But then we didn't sleep too well, I don't think. But we got up the next morning, so that was Saturday, February 15th. So our second sea day in the Tasman Sea.
Which that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it calmed down quite a bit. Saturday, we got up, we went to the breakfast buffet, of course. It was raining outside, so that was part of, it was sort of a storm. It was very windy, and the waves were choppy, and it was raining, so that there was this low pressure, at least one low pressure system was affecting us. So so the rain was interesting to see.
Well, and they even closed deck 7.
Right. So we didn't do much. We stayed in the cabin. We went to the lunch buffet. In the afternoon, it got, it was calmer most of the day, I think. It was just the rain in the morning.
Yeah.
We watched the ice carving, so it was nice enough out on deck, and the sun had come out in the afternoon. So we watched ice carving. One of the staff from the food and beverage
he was good.
food
He was
services.
so fast.
He was really fast doing this ice block, and it turned out.
Kept guessing, trying to guess what it was.
It was hard to even guess at the end after he was finished, unless you walked up to it and saw it.
Yeah, because the way the light was hitting it, it ended up being a fish.
Yeah,
or
like an angelfish.
an angelfish. That's what it was.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
So you got video. There's a couple pictures at the end of this video you'll be able to see.
So after ice carving, we went down and actually put some more money into the coin pusher.
Yeah, we did a little bit.
I think we might have gotten the bonus game on this one, because didn't we get?
We did it another time. I don't remember.
Yeah, so
it all just kind of blends.
Yeah,
now.
We played the coin pusher a little. After that, in the afternoon, we went to the Voice of the Ocean finals.
I always like going to that.
Yeah, so that's their version of The Voice. It's fully licensed, so they have
the
chairs and the logo and all that stuff. And there were 6 or
there wasn't as many
7.
as we've seen in the past.
Yeah, finalists from tryouts previously in the cruise. But they were all really good singers, and the one who won was really amazing. But a lot of all the finalists were really.
I voted for the other person.
Yeah,
but
she was good too.
Yeah, she was.
After that, we did the dinner buffet. Again, we went to Explorers. We did the game show. The first game show was Survey It, which is their version of Family Feud. So they only got
2 people. Wasn't it on your side?
Yeah, four volunteers signed up, so they did 2 and 2.
I should have gone up for that one because that was fun. I know, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it was fun. But the second game show might have been more fun. It was Rock the Room game show, which was more audience participation. It's one where they split the room into the left side and the right side, and each were teams. And most of it was Name That Tune, where they'll play a song. And
you had to do the artist and the title of the song.
Yeah, and
we kind of did one of those already. This one, but it's always fun.
The passengers have to run up and tell the entertainment staff the name of the song and stuff, and that's fun. And
the left side, it was one guy pretty much answering everything.
Answering all the questions, yeah.
And it was funny because the night before, he was up on stage and he was quiet the whole time. But then that night he was pretty much knew all the stuff. So it was pretty funny.
Yeah. So that's all we did that night. We came back and went to sleep. So, did you want to do a shout out?
Oh, yes. Let's do a shout out. We were going to shout out Angel and Sandra.
Sandra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Bye.